I've got the original rainbow fish from 1992 by Marcus Pfister, and I'm going to show you exactly what questions to ask with your kid while you're reading this book together so that you are getting the most out of reading comprehension. So the themes developed in this book are sharing, generosity, pride, vanity, friendship of belonging, and humility. Our first question is a character development question. What is the rainbow fish like at the beginning of the story? So he is very prideful, and he is very vain. So immediately the themes of pride and vanity are coming right out. He is so proud of himself and so vain at how awesome he looks that he doesn't even want to associate with the other fish. He just like swims around and thinks about how great he looks. That's what he does. Next question is also a character development question. What does the rainbow fish's behavior tell us about what he is feeling inside? So his behavior, what happens? This little blue fish comes up to him and is like, hey rainbow fish, you look so great and I love your sparkly scales, can I have one? And rainbow fish is like, are you out of your mind? No, I would never give my sparkly scales to a normal fish like you. Get away. So again, pride and vanity, and like just reaffirming that rainbow fish is really like, he really thinks he's just better than anybody else. So again, the themes of pride come out, the themes of vanity, and I mean, he's really isolating himself. You know, he really has this like, it's lonely at the top kind of a thing going on. But this little blue fish actually comes back. And the rainbow fish is like, all right, I'll give you one. And then this little blue fish starts swimming around with this one sparkly scale on him. And the rainbow fish kind of has a realization as this is happening. Next question is a central idea question. What problem is rainbow fish facing? What does rainbow fish want? So he kind of realizes a problem. He kind of has a realization when he sees the little blue fish swimming around with one of his sparkly scales. So he's watching this blue fish swim around and he's like, oh, that's a really pretty shimmery, sparkly scale. And what he kind of realizes is that when there's no one around him, there's no one to admire how beautiful and awesome he looks. So, because like he's looking at the one he gave away and he's admiring it and he's like, oh, nobody is there around me to like admire anything. Like I'm just here being awesome by myself, and that's not really something I want. So he realizes that he is lonely, and he starts to realize maybe that perhaps there is some joy in sharing. So we start to get to the theme of generosity and sharing and friendship and belonging, but like only a little bit, because the rainbow fish is gonna have to go through a process here. But again, now the rainbow fish is realizing like, oh, there's no one around me to enjoy this with me. And it kind of makes him feel lonely because this blue fish goes off and like, again, the rainbow fish is alone. He goes to an octopus, a wise octopus, for some cryptic advice. And the octopus gives him some advice. Okay, so skipping forward a couple pages past the octopus part, but we're going to talk about the octopus character development. How does the rainbow fish react to the wise octopus advice at first and in the end? So exactly what was that advice? Let's quote it. The octopus says, "This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how happy you are. You'll discover how to be happy." So at first, the rainbow fish is like, I could never do that. I can't do that. I can't give away my beautiful scales. No way. But when he goes back to see the other fish, he like immediately starts to do that. He starts giving his scales away, and he immediately realizes how happy this makes him. So his reaction at first is like, no way, I can't do that. These scales are the best part of me. And then when he sees the other fish, he does. He immediately starts giving them away, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing in the world. So we definitely see the themes of like sharing and generosity coming around here, because he is finding the joy in sharing the best of himself, the joy in like not isolating himself, the joy in just like being among his fish friends and just being one of them. And also he is realizing that he values friendship and belonging way more than his vanity and pride. He would way rather be with his fish friends, feeling like he is belonging in that group, than needing to feel superior to them. So here we also see the theme of humility, because he kind of discovered his own humility, and in that, through that, friendship and belonging, and that is making him very happy. So it's kind of getting to the idea like you can be at the top of something, you can be the most successful, you can experience the greatest joy, but when you have someone to share it with, that's where the real value is. The real value of joy is having someone to share it with. I think Mark Twain said that. Next question, central idea. What has the rainbow fish learned over the course of the story? And the reader, of course. So this is a review because we kind of just hashed it out. So pride and vanity, he learned that his pride and his vanity weren't getting him anywhere, even though like those were the things that made him feel best about himself. Truly, they were not bringing him happiness. He learned that he needed to share what he felt was the best thing about himself in order to gain a sense of belonging and friendship that he didn't even know he needed. So through humility, through giving up his pride and his vanity and his sparkling scales, he realized that this is how I'm going to feel like I belong, and this is how I'm going to have friends, through sharing these things, and that is what is going to bring me more happiness than anything. So that is the rainbow fish, talking about sharing and generosity, pride and vanity, friendship and belonging, and humility.